Welcome on into episode 6 of the New World Top 5 Fights. Lil Dankies starting us off with some PTR Greatsword gameplay, and he hits this nasty AoE combo, the crosscut into the Relentless Rush, and then the Steadfast Strike for the backstab to take down the first player and almost drop all the players in this fight. And now everybody is very low on health. Lil Dankies quickly trying to get out of there with the hatchet, healing up with some potions. These guys are right on his tail. He eats the backstab, turns around with another huge crosscut combo. There's the Relentless Rush to try to get through. And again, the backstab into the heavy attack to finish the last player. So much AoE damage on that Greatsword. What a quick start to the clip. If you guys want to send in your own fights for the New World Top 5, you can send those to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. And a quick shout out to this video's sponsor, ExpressVPN. Let's get right into the next clip. We've got Heavie of Mettle playing some Outpost Rush at the enemy side here, and he tries to jump on this mage, just missing the leap there, but he manages to connect with the stun, get behind him for that backstab, and then the mage trying to skimp away. Heavie just goes for those shots with the blunderbuss and connects at the end to finish him off. And then the rapier player just getting the riposte in time, but Heavie just backs up a little bit, shoots him one more time as the rapier player is aggressive and takes him down. Now another player comes outside of the outpost, and Heavie just starts feeding him those blunderbuss combos, just taking chunks out of his health. And he goes for the leaping strike in, hit by the counter stun, right away turning around and stunning that player himself, gets the backstab, and this guy just gets to the potion in time, but Heavie of Mettle just starts feeding him damage with the blunderbuss and some nice connections to finish him off. And another player comes out of the keep, going for that hatchet combo. Heavie of Mettle just backs up, goes in for his own stun, but the grit on those hatchet heavy attacks preventing him from getting that stagger with the leaping strike. So Heavie of Mettle just kites back a little bit and just feeds him the shots with the blunderbuss. A good read on the incoming gap close from the hatchet player, and Heavie tries to stagger him, but the hatchet player has his grit up, lands the hard stun, and then goes for the backstab, and a mage comes from behind, trapping him. Heavie manages to survive, hit one shot with the blunderbuss to take him down. Then he kites back behind the pillar here just to heal himself up, get some of those potion cooldowns back. And now it's just him and the mage one-on-one, and the mage just throws down all of his ice AoEs. Heavie easily able to sidestep out of them. This guy right away tries to retreat, and the bullets from behind, and he goes down as well. Now for the next fight, we've got Brolon OP playing some bow and spear in OPR, and he's running out of supplies here, just trying to chunk this guy with arrows as he has a few players chasing his tail. And he puts good damage into that guy, but unfortunately he's forced to turn around and respond to the players behind him. This guy does manage to heal up, and Brolon right away just starts shooting him with arrows again. Caught with some nasty combos from the axe player. He's able to just escape using the roll and the evade shot. And these guys are chasing him down. He eats the stagger from the incoming player and then goes for the gap close on the spear just to get out of that sticky situation. And then he chugs the regen pot, and it looks like he does have the healing from the Baroness as well, so that's going to help him just get a little bit of health back as he continues to kite these guys out, and he just keeps shooting arrows back at them. Goes for the spear stun, caught by the hard stun from the hammer player, and unfortunately as he dives back in, the other player goes for the hard stun on the hammer too, but he manages to quickly evade out after the stun's broken. There's the evade shot to break a little bit more distance, and just as he's about to get away, in come two gravity wells. He just rolls out in time from the great axe player, and then he lands the counter stun with the spear to knock him back right as he's about to put the attack in. And Brolon gets pulled in by the maelstrom, and his first evade shot is actually interrupted by the hammer stagger, so he's able to use it twice in a row and break enough distance that he can put the arrow in to finish off one of the hammer players. But here comes an enemy mage, flamethrower out, and he throws down the meteor shower as well. And Brolon just continues to back up and feed these guys arrows at a distance, trying to hold his ground. His health actually regenning quite nicely here. A good dodge on the incoming gravity well. And he's just out of range of this great axe player, landing the finishing blow with his spear. And then there's a nasty stun off the thrown spear. And this mage is very squishy. He just keeps feeding him the light attacks on the spear, and he takes him down as well. Now, moving on to the next clip, we've got Jarda Jarax playing some blunderbuss and ice gauntlet in the arena, and his friendly players end up going down. Jarda trying to feed the damage into these guys, but unfortunately they have a healer on their team. He splits through the group with the roll and tries to get these guys with a trap. There's the ice storm to deal a bit of damage, the ice shower to catch them in there, and then he unloads a huge combo with the blunderbuss, connecting all of the shots on the healer. And that is such a big deal. That gives him a huge opportunity to take this fight home. And the two melee players just chasing after him, and Jarda just kiting them out with the blunderbuss, putting in that damage as well. And I really like how he's using the rolls. He's not just rolling away, he's rolling through and behind the opponents, forcing them to turn around. That's going to make it much more difficult for them to target him with the tracking on their melee attacks. And one player actually running behind the pillar to heal up, and Jarda, again, very patient. He waits, splitting through the group. Really good read on that incoming hammer stun, and then right away into the Entomb to prevent himself from taking all that damage, and he unloads a lot of damage into the sword and board player, catching him with the block down, and he brings that guy down. And now Jarda is left to fight the last player, and this guy is just chasing him with the hammer. He does connect that really nasty stun. He eats the heavy attack, but Jarda right away just turns with a lot of aggression from the blunderbuss, putting huge damage into him with the shrapnel blast. And there's the trap with the ice gauntlet. He throws down the spitting grenade as well, forcing the enemy player just to back up a little bit more. And this allows him to just put a lot of damage in at a distance, and he finishes off the last guy. And finally, for the last fight, we've got Slayer playing some Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet inside of OPR. He's got 6 players chasing him, throwing huge damage down with the AoE on the Fire Staff, and then right away into the Ice Shower. One player goes down. A huge connection on the Pillar of Fire into Burnout. He takes another player down, and he's got his Pillar of Fire ready to go again. There's a Fireball on that guy into the Ice Gauntlet, Ice Spike. He takes another player down, absorbing the incoming damage with his Entombed, and then into another Ice Spike. And he takes out the 4th player so quickly. And then he goes for the Burnout right away on top of this guy in the back, hits him with the Fireball, and then tries to land that Fire Staff Heavy to finish him off. Switch into the Ice Gauntlet, just landing a little poke to finish him, and then an Ice Spike trap to kill the last player. Such a fast fight, and that's a 6v1 just like that. So as I say goodbye, we've got a few more clips from Slayer here inside of OPR, just highlighting that crazy mage build that he has. And of course, a huge thank you to everybody for sending in those clips. We've got links to everybody featured in today's episode down below, so be sure to check these guys out. Again, if you want to send in your own clips for the top 5, you can send those to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. My website, pvpnewworld.com, has written guides to all of the builds that I do and feature on the channel. You can give me a follow on Twitch if you want to catch me live, and give me a follow on Twitter if you guys want to keep up to date with me. This show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. You can browse your favorite sites safely and unrestricted anywhere while hiding your IP address from potential threats. You can use ExpressVPN on all your devices with servers in 94 countries and lightning fast speeds. And with my exclusive link down below, you can get up to 3 months free of ExpressVPN. A huge thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon for supporting the show. If you guys want to help support the show, you can always consider becoming a channel member. Again, thank you to everybody for sending in those awesome clips. I hope that you guys all enjoyed. I hope you guys are looking forward to some more episodes in the future. I'll be home from my holiday soon, so the mic quality should definitely improve in the future videos for you all too. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're all looking forward to some more in the future, and have a great night, everybody. I'll see you next time.